Hi and welcome to the channel. What have I been up to this week? Well, I've done the weight and balance, but I won't be showing any real video on that. I'll do an explanation video probably next week on what goes on, but unfortunately I haven't. The aircraft has now had some ballast added to the tail end and came in at 180 kilograms, so there we go, that's what it's up to. But hopefully, if it's all worked correctly, there should be some cockpit footage of the first of the taxi trials. I did a few that got a bit exciting, so watch the video and see what happened. Right, so the oil cooler has all been removed. I've modified the cover plate so we've got oil flow. I've just got to put in plugs at each end. I've swapped the Bowden cable system over, blanked off the hole. I've taken the cable out for the oil cooler flap. And so where that came out, I've blanked the hole with the stopwatch, and there's the mixture control, which I can pull to full shut off and lock like that. So that's it locked. So running the cables backwards and forwards, that was all a little bit of fun. All good sport, as you can imagine. Doing that within the cockpit area, quite confined. So now I'm just waiting for the blanks to turn up, and then I could put the cowl on, okay, and weigh the aircraft. We'll see what the heck happens from there, really. We're at where we're at. So, yeah. Waffle for a minute. Just looking at the back end, because I know I'm going to have to add weight at the back end, because with the aircraft in its level position, I don't know, there's not a huge, it's not nothing, but there's definitely something. So how am I going to fit weight into this aircraft at the back end? I can't go, somebody suggested that I might think about going back a bit further with the tail wheel, but that's not a possibility. You can't get access to the mounting with all the gussetry and blocks which are here for the bolt to go through. So it is where it is. Now I've got a bolt there, and a bolt there, and a bolt there. So I'm thinking about this bolt here. Would take a lot of the loads and bits and pieces. We've only got the head. If I take the bolt out that's behind it, that one there, if it shows, that one there, if I take that bolt out, I can put a longer bolt through. I can put the lead on top. That makes sense. I can put lead in here on top, inside the tail, with a long bolt going through bottom upwards, and I can just sandwich it down inside the back end there, and that way I've still got two primary bolts, so that bolt's only acting as a sort of secondary one anyway. So that's the question: can I get in through that inspection hole enough to be able to put the lead in the back? Well, that's what I'm about to find out. Okay, so here we go. I'm putting my helmet on and bits and pieces, getting ready to do the taxi, and I haven't got things particularly well organised. Not used to the cockpit layout, and I managed to get the wire somehow wrapped around the top of my head. Oh well, hey ho. Anyway, it's getting myself all nicely strapped in. Sorry to say, you're not getting any real sound at this time because it's not much to be had. I haven't got the second camera in position yet. Anyway, the most important thing is, before doing taxi runs, is to make sure you've got the centre of gravity all sorted out, ready to go, just in case things get a bit excited and you leave the ground unintentionally. And also the handling of the aircraft, especially with a tail dragger, is altered quite a bit by the way the centre of gravity is on the aircraft. So you want to make sure you've got it right. Too far forward, as we would be, it would be quite prone to tripping up onto its nose, and we didn't want that. Here I am, just sort of fiddling around trying to get the second camera sorted out so it will take video footage of the instrument panel itself. And taxi tests. There we go. See how the camera positions work. So I've got to get used to the start-up regime of this aircraft. That's on. Aux on. Stick back. Throttle full and free. Partial forward. Mixture. Full rich. Clip up! So third time lucky, the engine starts. Radio's on. Firma radio, this is Golf Sierra Mike, so Charlie Mike, Uniform Tango radio check. Not receiving anything. Firma radio, this is Golf Charlie Mike, Uniform. And the camera died. Oh, hey ho. So you will probably see that I'm actually going to put the right frequency in. That's why I wasn't getting it. I've got snoring programmed in for some reason. The madness of it all. Just letting the engine warm up a little bit. And then I did a bit of taxiing around, slow speed, checking the brakes and everything else. And I was going down the long runway. I'm not looking at the airspeed, and it's suddenly getting a bit smooth. And as you can see, I'm now up to about 35 knots. I was well and truly off the ground, and now I'm back on the ground again. I say well and truly off the ground, about 2 feet. So not quite the intentional hop. So this one I thought, well, let's have another go and see what actually happens. So I backtracked and now I'm going along. So got up to about 40 knots there indicated, and we are in the air for a prolonged period of time, and then touched down. I got to about 10 feet altitude, so crow hopping down the long runway, and then I had a final go at it. Tried to keep within the contours just to try to see what was going on, and it separates at 30 knots. I can feel it accelerate. Here we go. I kept it in the air, and then we're back down on the ground. Very, very stable. Nothing much to do at all, and the control felt nice and responsive. So just going through the shutdown procedure. And at this point I noted that one of the mags, I flicked both together, but one of them didn't seem to make much difference. I shut down on the electronic ignition and the magnetos shut down at the same time.
Is that bit original?
Well, unintentionally airborne. It's why you do the weight and balance before you do taxi tests. I've got to say the handling was very benign during the crow hop, and I feel that we've got a real good chance of flying nicely in the air. She felt really stable, responded nicely to the controls, and well, we did the hops. So there we go. There we go. Muttley post taxi trials, which yeah, got a little bit further than anticipated. I did have a camera mounted looking up at the instrumentation. I did have the backward facing camera, but I think it might have died, so it might not have recorded everything. You'll have to excuse the fact, but I didn't look at the airspeed indicator other than the fact to see it came alive. I don't know what speed I was doing when it came unstuck. I've got a feeling, it's only a feeling, it was around about 25 knots. But hey ho, we're now due to do an oil change, which you'll see in the video, ready for flight testing proper. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up. You can subscribe or even hit the little bell notification for future videos. Any comments would be appreciated, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Remember, go fly and feel the sky.